Right, so we're packed up, pretty much ready to leave. Just spectating on. Hang on. Let's spin round. No, I'll do it this way. Watching him trying to get this struck out. He just snapped a big, massive strap trying to get it out. They've been at it for a couple of hours now trying to get it out. So yeah, we're just spectating, waiting to get out. Yesterday's race went all right. So got the 2 laps in. 112.6, I think it was my best lap time, which I'm more than happy with. 18th overall, so I get a bronze replica for both. I was only, I think, 1 mile an hour off the silver replica, so I'm happy with that. Really happy.
It's going to snap again. I can see when it's going to snap and all.
Well, another one.
Yeah.
Right, so Richie's making his votes on where he reckons this next strap's going to snap. So I'll finish this vlog so I can video it from the other angle. Don't think you can quite see it. It's come from all the way over there, where that fresh grass is parked. Ignore the noise, it's these two. Say hiya. Say hiya. Hiya. Say hiya. You finger your face. Say hiya.
Legs down, the legs are down.
Oh, it's all getting serious if the legs are down. So yeah, 2 laps, 112, 19th, 18th even, happy with that. So I got a top 20 in both races, bronze replica for both races. So yeah, quite proud of myself for that, quite happy with that. It's a minging day this though, packing up in the rain. Richie got back over here on the ferry this morning about 6:30, so I went and picked... Sorry. Richie come over this morning, so picked him up. We've been putting the awning down in the wind and the rain. Had to get a couple of extra people to help, so we didn't take off like a parachute. Yes, we're going to head down to the ferry and go home, finally. I've had enough now, I'm ready for my bed. Ferry home time. We booked ourselves a cabin because we've got the boys, so it's much easier. With Frankie being Frankie, he would be running riot in the public area, so and nobody needs that noise at this time of night. So we've booked a little room, haven't we, mate? Hey? Say hiya. Say hiya. No? So, it's impressive. Nice gaff. Nice little room. Executive lounge, I think it's called. 95 quid. Happy enough for that. We've got a balcony and we'll have to see if I can get out here without Frankie coming with. On Iggsy's crossing, and then one of my friends and sponsor, this was like a pool. There was that much water on it. It was gaff, that's gross. Cracking view, that. There's the bouncy Ben, the old trusty old Ben McCree. They crashed the Manxman early last week in the wind, so hopefully they're on that tonight. Richie said it was a rough sailing this morning coming across, so hopefully it'll be nice and smooth. Try and get a couple of hours kit before we get home. So yeah. That's nearly the end of our holiday, isn't it, Zara? She's getting dead mad that I call it a holiday. She says, it's not a holiday. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Apparently it's dead funny that he's crawling on a slippy surface. He's just crawling backwards and forwards and laughing. What? power valve? What's power valve? Where is it? No, I'm going to have a nose in it. Yeah, of course I've seen it. So Neil's insisting that I put his RD in the video. It's his new pride and joy. Hold on, he's saying something. What's that? Said he likes it more than his kids. I can't say I blame him. It's a lovely thing. Yeah, so we've just been discussing mileage and laps. It's something that quite a few people have asked about as to how many laps we got in with the dodgy weather. So we worked at 11 in total, didn't we? Across both bikes. So on the first night, I got my newcomer lap on the 600, which I don't know if it counts, but it does. We're counting it. So there's one on that. Then there was red flag in the first session, wasn't there? Yep. So I didn't get out for a lap on that. No. They postponed that session, so we got 2 laps on the twin. So that gets us up to 3. And then started a lap on the 600 and it got red flagged, didn't it? So we came back the wrong way around the course. So yeah.
We're not classing that as a lap.
Not classing that as a lap, no. So 3 laps in the first night. 2 sort of, unsupervised. Second night was rained off. Third night rained off. We got out on, I think it was then the Wednesday, I think it would have been. Got 2 laps in on the 600.
Yeah, we were scheduled to do 3, but we ran out of time.
Yeah, so we were going to do 2 on the 600, 1 on the twin, and then we were going to do 2 on each in the evening, weren't we? But we actually got 2 on the 600 and 1 on the twin. And then that's when the rain started creeping in, didn't it? Early in the evening, so we didn't get back out in the evening. Then on whatever day it was, we then got back out next. I got 1 lap on each bike, didn't I? Yeah. 1 on the 600. Yeah. And was hoping to do 2 on the twin, because we wanted 3 on the twin on 1 tank of fuel, didn't we, to test
to try and see if we can do 3 laps on 1 tank.
Yeah, to see if we needed to fuel up in a pit stop or if we could just do a stop-start type pit stop. We never got to do that, did we?
No.
So we got 1 more lap in on the twin, and then we tried measuring the tank instead, didn't we, to see if it would do it and working out how much it had used. Yeah. And we calculated on a 20-litre tank, it was doing just over 6.5 litres a lap, and it worked out at like 19.75 litres or something, didn't it? It worked out as we were up. It was a risk, so we threw a little bit of fuel in the race. So we come to the junior race, did a lap, and then it got red flagged. So we did the pit stop, and we were the quickest of the pits, weren't we?
Yeah, it went far too smooth.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah. Other than I couldn't get the straw from the drinks cup in my mouth, so I barely got a drink. Because Tom passed me the drink, and it was just this big floppy straw in front of him, and I couldn't get it to...
He said it looked quite sexual trying to pull that pipe in your mouth. It did.
So at that point, we got another lap and a bit on the twin, and then we did 2 laps on the 600. So all in all, it works out as
11, isn't it?
It's 11, isn't it? Yeah.
It's 11 laps. It's 11 laps that
you
did.
Newcomer lap, and then 5 unguided laps on the 600. Because 2 in practice, 1 in practice, 2 in a race. So 6 on the 600 and 5 in the twin in total. Yeah. Because of the red flags. Yeah. So 11 laps in total with a best on the 600 of 112.6 and the best on the twin of 106.2 from a standard start and with a pit. And I don't know how much the pit affects that time because I don't know where they actually flag you from. I think it's from the pit lane entry. I think
it's entry.
So it's the entry when you cross the line. So yes, obviously there's the braking as well, which is it's going to be a couple of seconds maybe, isn't it? I think 2 or 3 seconds extra. So all in all, it probably cost you a mile an hour and a bit.
Yeah,
so,
but then you got through a standard start after that as well.
Yeah, so you can't really predict on that, can you? So happy enough with that.
Is it just?
Yeah, I'm still going. Yeah, I've not.
All right, let me comment. It's because you get many people asking.
Hi Neil.
I'm Neil. Because you get people asking how many laps he's done. Yeah, he's done all right because he's done 112.6. 0.6 makes a lot apparently. So everyone's asking about this, and they all go, "It's not too bad that." But when I brought this up in the subject now, what we've been saying is he's only done 11 laps. So that's including one of them's a guided lap. So realistically, we've only done 10 laps. So we're just doing 10 laps, and then you get to 112.6.
It's only 5 unguided laps on the 600.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with that.
So this is the point we're getting at.
Considering what other years you might have got double the laps in.
Yeah.
Not saying they go much faster, but it's nice to get more. You're going to go faster, just gradually bit by bit, aren't you? So I'm more than happy with that because I wasn't targeting any times. I wanted to enjoy it. I did enjoy it.
This year was to ride round. It was to ride round this year, and very, very like.
Zara's still not convinced that 112 mile an hour classes is riding round.
A bit quicker than to shop. But no, with very limited time to get to the Isle of Man, wasn't it really? With no, like I got mugged off really. I went over as a break and no one was there to help.
It's just me and Tom, wasn't it? Zara was there with the kids. Me and Tom.
Yeah. Put my mitt and gloves on and off we go again. And that was it. That was my break over.
Your Sam joined in as well, didn't he? He was there for a couple of days and then he
bailed
on us.
He did.
He bailed on us.
2 days. Lightweight.
It's a good job though, because all Abby did was bring rain with it. And it was sunny when she left.
It was great. It was.
Yeah, really sunny when Abby left.
This is another point as well. The one day we had in the sun, we was like, "Look, this is it. Today's the day we're racing." And what happens? A water main burst on the track.
Yeah.
The track got flooded. We couldn't believe it. It was just It's one
so that caused a few hours of delay, didn't it? And then by the time we got out, I think that was the one when we got one lap on each bike. I think. It was supposed to be a full day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just never happened.
I know a lot of people have given a lot of stick to the organisers, saying it should be a 14-day event again and what have you. I think in some years that might have helped. I don't think it would have done this year because it carried on raining after we left, as you'll see in the clip that Tom's putting on of the. Oh, you missed that. It was brilliant. They had a telehandler dragging, that big massive truck that was opposite mine, big long version, dragging that out. It just took them all day. We'd gone and it was still dragging it out, and the field was a mess. So it wouldn't have made a difference. And I think with all the changes in weather, because it's not like it just rained, it was constantly changing. I think it was. I've sort of a few people said I don't envy anybody in that office making them decisions.
I think the Clarkley course made a perfect decision every single time.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered if people start saying things; they can make their own mind up. But when you're in that situation.
Don't take a chance, because if you send someone off in dodgy conditions, he's the first person to get the finger pointed at him for sending them away when it's unsafe.
No way. Clarkley course, 100%. He's got my backing. That much pressure on your shoulders. So what people were complaining about on the last day. Oh, it was only a 1 lap race.
It's better than no race.
What can you do?
It's better than no race.
You get to see the bikes. People are complaining, that, oh God, I didn't get to see
I was
anything.
gutted. I trekked off when I left you. I said, right, let's let him go on Bray Hill. I want to go and see a bike go through Bray Hill. I got to Bray Hill just after the last bike had gone. I sat and waited, and then they cancelled it, or dropped it down to 1 lap because of the fog coming in over the mountain. So I'd never actually got to see a bike
Which we could see. We could see where we were from. We could see it coming over. So.
Other riders said they could see it as well. So I think Mike Brown said that he could see with the fog coming in that this is going to get cancelled. Yeah. So he made a big effort to carry on hard on the first lap too.
Yeah. But no, organisers in my eyes, they did a perfect job. They did. I think they've done a right good job. Clarkley course, I applaud you, really.
Yeah. Okay, so something else people have asked about is the 2 trophies I got. They're called bronze replicas. They are like miniature versions of the I think it's of just the Manx Grand Prix Senior trophy, I'm not quite sure, but the big winners trophy. It's a miniature version called replicas, and you get a silver replica if you finish within 105% of the winner's time, and a bronze replica if you finish within 110% of the winner's time. Up indicators. That's nice hazards. And the so in the junior, I think I was about 108% or something like that. So I got a bronze replica for that. And then in the senior, I was 105.5%. I worked out. It was just outside of the 105% margin. So close to getting a silver replica, which would have been nice. I haven't got a steady cam sorted here, by the way. I've got Hallie videoing me. I've enlisted some child labour on the chicken.
Yeah.
This bit of road we're going down here now is what's just been to pick you up from your mum and stepdad's, Anna.
Yeah.
On the way back to our house for the weekend. This bit, if you just have a look at the road this way, Hallie, the camera. This is where. So something else other people have asked about is the lack of little finger. This is where I did it many years ago. I was riding down this road and I seen a mate of mine lean his convertible, and I thought I'd scare him, overtaking him, and I did. Give him a fright of his life. When I come past him at some speed, I won't use the numbers and got it wrong, crashed, slid and bounced, and I went between those two posts for the sign for the crematorium, ironically. And then ended up months later with the finger being amputated because they couldn't save it. So yeah, that's 2 in 1 there. That's quite well timed actually. Two questions in one little video. So yeah, you can finish that now.
Yep.
In 19th position, newcomer number 60, Ryan Garside. The 2 winnings classes, Classic Junior Manx Grand Prix, on the chair, Harley Rushton.
Now it's recording, is it?
Yes.
Rubbish cameraman, you.
Hey.
Okay, so just as I was driving, I was thinking of other things that people have been asking about, and quite a few people asking me, did you enjoy it? I was like, yeah, I loved it. It was mint. All the weather took a bit of the fun out. I still enjoyed it. And saying, would I go again? Absolutely, I'd go again. I plan to. I just don't know exactly whether I want to do another year of the Manx or stay at the Manx, or whether I want to do the TT. I don't know. I know what I'd like to do. I have ideas, just don't have the money. I'd do both and do loads of different classes if I could afford it. I like the idea of riding a classic bike. I don't have one of them either. Little 350 that's not really nice to ride. Good fun. Everyone says they're good fun to ride because they're not trying to rip your arms off every time you open the throttle. So that'd be quite nice to have a go off. Something little maybe. Or do I want to go to the TT? Because it's a little bit more prestige to it. It'd be nice to tick that box. Go and experience that. I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, play it by ear on that one.
No.
Am I going now? No.
Yeah.
It's difficult to think while I'm driving as to what people are asking about. There's something else I picked up on yesterday, I spotted on Instagram. The Manx Grand Prix Highlights TV programme will be on Wednesday and Thursday this coming week. So it'll be Wednesday the 4th of September and Thursday the 5th of September, I think, off the top of my head, on ITV4 at 9 o'clock. Be interested to have a watch of that because I didn't get to watch much, to be honest with you. We've been as busy as we were. But I don't think we'll be on that. Yeah, it's one of them. There's a lot of people to try and get in an hour TV programme. Usually things like that, they'll just concentrate on the superstars, shall we say. Yeah, looking forward to having a watch of that. Still can't really get my head around the timing. Looking back at the timing and see results. I can find the results for qualifying sessions where it shows your best lap, and I can find results for the race, but again it only shows your race average speed, your race time. It doesn't show lap by lap. I suppose I'm spoiled. I'm used to TSL, where you can look at sector by sector lap. You can look at every sector you've done throughout the entire weekend. So yeah, if anyone knows where I can find sector times or speed trap times or anything like that, then let us know. That'll do. Engine rolling around in the back of the boot. Yeah, there's something else a couple of people have asked about. So on episode 9 you can see the race footage of the senior, and on lap 2 somewhere around, it was just after Barragaro I think it was, I caught somebody who had started further ahead on the road. I was a bit stuck behind him through Kurt Michael, Red Cullen, and after Red Cullen jump there's a long right, I don't really know what it's called, it's flat out, and I intended to pass him there. I thought, right, well, as he turns in, I'll turn in just after him, so I go round him was the idea, because I was already carrying a little bit more speed than him, and yeah, I just misjudged where the road was. I saw the white line instantly start going tighter than I was, so I knew I was going to run wide. So I rolled out the throttle and ended up very close to the ditch on the left-hand side. I say to the ditch, to the curb, should I say, where all the snotty dead leaves and a bit of mud and stuff are. And, you know, with the bad weather, it's washed everything off the road. It all ends up in the gutters. I'd say it looks worse than it was. I don't think it even looks that bad, if I'm honest with you. I think I just about touched the curb, but because the bike was still leaning right, it just sort of, it's almost like riding a berm. I sort of, as soon as I turned, I knew it was coming. So there was no panic. But I know when Tom first seen it on watching these back, he panicked a bit, because he messaged me straight away like, oh my god, what's that? So yeah, so it's not as bad as it looks. That I only had 2 moments that would class as moments over the whole time we were there, and one was on the twin. There was a bump. That was during the junior race, actually, on the lap that got red flagged. We'd already gone past the incident at Balacry, and going after Ginger Hall, there's a right-hand bend on the way down to Kerrymore, and where the new tarmac's laid. The old tarmac is rough, and there's quite a bump at the top of that, and it just set the bars into a sort of a tank slapper over that. That was probably the only moment that made me sort of go, oh, hey up, you know, and say a few expletives in my helmet. Just quickly got hold of it again, and then braked for Kerrymore. If I remember right, I think Kerrymore was still damp on that lap as well, so it's nice and smooth through there, so it was steady the way we went. Yeah, so that's it for moments really. There was nothing else really that got my attention anywhere. Coming out of Braddon Bridge, on the right of Braddon Bridge, there's big wet patches, like really wet patches in the middle of the road. But I was pretty much upright, so not a problem. It's the tiniest of wheel spins, I think you can barely even hear it on the video. I know one of the members of the crowd spotted it, because I saw him come out with his hands when I did it, when it spun up a bit, so he was obviously quick to react. Yeah, so that's about it. It was relatively steady other than that. After the race as well, so somebody asked about, I can't remember if it was in the comments or messages or what, I can't remember. Someone asked about, after the race, the bike's been held in the assembly bay, so at the end of the video you can see her riding towards known as Park Ferry. I think it's part of the assembly area, whatever, I don't know. Not the winner's enclosure, put it that way. And the bikes then get held there for, I think it was about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. I'm presuming that is for similar reasons as to why they get held at club racing or circuit racing at BSB or whatever. It's that if there's any kind of protests of illegality of a bike, it can be checked on without you fiddling the bike and messing with it, without, you know, any dodgy business going on. So it sat there for a while, then we got called to collect it at the end of the next race, because there's 2 areas, so once they're both full, they need them clearing. Yeah, I went to go and have a watch a bit of the classic superbike race. I missed the last bike going through at the end of the first lap for Brayo, and then halfway around the first lap they declared it was going to be a 1-lap race because the fog was coming in the mountain, so I didn't even get to see a bike go past. So yeah, I suppose that pretty much concludes my Manx Grand Prix experience. I hope you've enjoyed these little vloggy things. Yeah, I suppose if there's any questions you can think of, fire in the comments. A couple of people have mentioned about maybe doing so on one of the onboard laps. On one of the onboard laps, doing like an onboard lap with commentary as such. It won't be anywhere near what you get from the proper boys, but it might be interesting to hear from someone as slow as me compared to them. Hear it from a newcomer's perspective as to what I'm doing, what I was looking for, what I was seeing, how I was feeling. Might not, depends on what you guys want, and whether it's a yes or a no. So let me know what you think. Yeah, and I'm going to head inside and that view is meant to ignore the horrible vans and stuff, and yeah, sunset on Fleetwood Prom on a clear night. If I look that way, that's the golf club. On a really clear day, you can see the top of Snaefell Mountain. Is it a mountain? I don't know, but yeah, you can see the top of the Isle of Man on a really clear day. God, state of that now. Need a haircut, need a shave, go and get back to normal life. See you in a bit.